Y'all, Cassie's husband.
You're gonna hate this. Just close your ears.
Is the definition of unconditional love.
You know, woman.
Okay. Let's keep listening.
And I love that for her.
You know how I know good men exist? Because Cassie's husband, Alex Fine,
Just
exists.
stop while we're ahead.
Because Sierra's husband, Russell Wilson, exists.
I'm starting to see a pattern, but let's keep
Oh,
Those men are not the same.
Cassie's
Yeah,
husband,
but what do
Alex.
they don't know anything about
That man ain't
Cassie's
nothing-
husband.
He ain't got nothing but God pumping through his veins.
Don't
Oh, y'all not gonna put my God in nothing. I might have to walk out.
All right, let's listen to two more.
He glistening, boy.
May all my girlies find a love that resembles the love that Alex Fine has for Cassie. Like, what a beautiful demonstration of what it means to be loved fully and fearlessly. And
I'm gonna give a little bit.
Can
of
we
my
skip
take
this?
From what we've seen so far, it seems like there are a lot of women who don't really care what the love of their life receives, and they only care about what they receive from the love of their life. Let's keep listening.
Thing y'all think of is, what's her husband gonna feel? It's because too much of y'all manhood is tied to y'all ego. A lot of y'all not ready
I've seen her
to
on
help your girl
TikTok
carry her
before.
baggage.
somebody go check on Alex.
Yeah.
Somebody go check on Alex.
Seriously.
Right now.
I mean, to have to
That's
sit
my
through
vibe.
this court
Mine
case
too.
and hear all of those horrible things
It's
that your wife had
terrible.
to endure.
Oh.
But the worst part is listening to somebody say they urinated in your wife's mouth.
Jesus.
This is what
And taught
happy
him how to
wife,
do
happy
it.
life culture looks like. This is what always listen to your wife looks like. This is what ignore my past and focus
Oh
on my
my
non-existent
gosh,
future
she's
looks
taking
like.
it too
Y'all,
far now.
This is what it is. Like, too many men's egos are toxic. Whatever the fuck she said. What else in life, other than men dating women, because women wouldn't even do it. What else in life do you not vet the past of whatever you're going into? If it's a business relationship, if it's buying a car, if it's anything else, what else do you just totally negate the past of the person or the item or the business or the
This
entity?
is God right
What
now.
else do you negate the past of?
Telling me
before?
to
And what
vet
other
the
situation?
past.
I don't know who tricked so many women into believing that.
That's crazy.
And she was already married.
Hey, I said
And
that
she was
earlier.
married?
I
she was
said that
married.
earlier.
And she was married.
I said that earlier. I said this
That-
is embarrassing.
He just want, Alex, blink twice. We see you. But listen, secure the bag, bro.
That's all it's about.
Secure the bag,
I mean,
Alex.
he did get the
Hey,
bag.
But he got
bag.
kids with that. That's a,
She's pregnant.
Guys.
The third one.
That's called palimony.
I
Pay
that
me.
hurts.
so I was actually talking to. They were talking about this in the barbershop today.
Yo,
And,
what?
I forgot. And it's so funny.
and when I say they, it was like
I need to get a haircut.
me and my barber. And
Us.
I had the news footage on playing.
Yo.
what other people, it was like one more guy listening, and I think the other two guys, they may not even speak English or understand English. But anyway, and they're Haitian too.
I was about to say, ooh, you go to the Hispanics.
You want it?
No.
No, they were Haitians.
Yeah.
I
You gave him candy.
I just think that it was my hope that she had prepared her husband as much as possible
Of course.
before going into that courtroom. But my barber seems to think that there's no way possible that she was able to recall the details of all the shit that they did and relay that to her husband in the most salacious way possible that is being relayed, in the courtroom. And at first I was like, man, there's no way she just let him walk into that. He was like, it doesn't matter if she told him stuff. There's no way
She was
that what she told him could prepare him for what he was going to hear.
Yeah.
Allegedly, he was part of the freakoff.
So he knows.
I never heard that.
So maybe, I don't know. This is what the streets of New York are saying. And when I said streets of New
I'm
York,
talking about White Plains.
I mean the barbershop. When I said the barbershop, I mean me and my barber.
You need to put that on a shirt.
I got it.
The streets was talking.
I understand.
no,
I understand it now.
this part is really, but you know, barbers be knowing all kind of shit.
Because they low-key therapists.
Anytime y'all hear her say that shit, please don't take it for
At the
true.
barbershop.
Do not take it as fact.
No, y'all know. I mean, it just happened to be in the middle of the day. I had to get a last minute haircut, but like y'all know, it be tons of people going in the barbershop.
Mm-hmm.
So
6 degrees of separation.
this particular instance, it was just me and the barber, but usually
You got a good price.
It's the streets.
Well, it's on the street. Hey.
But anyway, so I just, again, I really hope that he was prepared as best as possible.
Maybe that's how they met.
Walking
during a freak off.
That's what the streets was saying.
Yo, stop.
I mean, some people just don't care. Just you two.
Aaron.
No, it's not me. I don't know these people.
Aaron started rumor.
I don't know these people. Shit.
I mean, the streets have been right because when you think about all the things the streets have been saying over the years, everything has come to light. I mean, when
The
they
real
talked about
streets.
Jada and Will, when they talked about Diddy and these parties, when they talk about everything, the streets be right. Because there's always somebody that's in these insider parties that's going to bring back the truth. And then somebody's going to be like, I heard. And then we always end up realizing that the streets be really getting the real truth. It may be finessed a little bit, but for the most
Didn't come
part,
from me.
sometimes it's worse than what we get from the street.
It's always worse.
This is
But I
this
think
is
Alex-
worse
I
for
think
me.
Alex-
Always worse.
I think Alex definitely probably met her at a freak off or something. Like knew her from the industry.
Definitely at the freak off.
Is he a famous
No. He probably works at 24-hour fitness, man.
Let me tell you something too. Let me tell you something too.
Maybe now.
I don't know what it is about. It's something about being a woman that got clout or something, or being a woman of a certain. I'm just being honest.
Dudes want to be around you.
They accept way more.
Yeah.
I swear. So when you're a woman that has fans or popularity, or you look a certain way, or you live a certain way, men throw all of that in the trash. I want a woman that's like this, like that, and they be mad thirsty, and they be in your face, and they will literally do whatever it takes to be up under you and to benefit from whatever you got going on. I promise you, this is the truth.
And
I've
he
tried
got
to
to be
explain
her,
this
like,
years
knight
ago,
in
but
shining
now is a
armor.
good time because we can run back some tapes where I'm trying to tell y'all it ain't always them rules for everybody. Soon as you, as a woman, you get to make the rules.
Imagine.
I don't know this.
Imagine Alex leaves Cassie for
That's
Diddy.
not like cheating. I mean, I guess, but he knew.
Wait, say it again. Wait, what'd you say?
I quit. He probably was loving it. People have fetishes.
Imagine Diddy wins this case.
He did all of this shit
Alex
to get
leaves
next to-
Cassie for
But for
Diddy.
what? For what?
He did all of this
For Diddy.
Alex leaves Cassie for Alex leaves Cassie for Diddy?
Yeah.
What a headline.
Did
Right,
you,
that's what I was thinking.
Did you see the lineup of men that were in that photo?
Thank you.
That was why would Alex not possibly be on that list?
Who
And
was wearing the
somebody
shoes?
probably gonna say something. They was like, "Oh yeah, we seen Alex at the freak off."
I was not supposed to talk
Pretty
about
soon.
this because I've been listening to Anthony Paul Mitchell. What's his name? Anyways, I was supposed to be minding my business. But did y'all see the shoes and
was
the
at a
baby
freak off?
oil?
Oh.
Who was wearing the shoes that they confiscated from Diddy's home? Remember you seen all of those shoes, those platform shoes and the
I
baby
did see
oil? And
that. Oh yeah, they were like the stripper shoes.
Who was putting on the shoes?
I'm assuming Cassie.
And was it always just Cassie at the freak offs? Was there ever
Really
any other
not.
women? Or like, did you have one woman per freak off and maybe multiple men? How did it go? And who was wearing the shoes? Were the men wearing the shoes? How freaky was this getting?
Why do you care?
What? Yeah. What? The answers to these questions. What does that do for us?
No, I
You gotta
think
ask the man
Diddy's
himself.
a Scorpio.
Okay.
It's like I'm joking.
I was about to say,
It's like-
born again Christian.
That's why I said I'm just joking. You know, I will never go and visit
Right in your
that
book.
world.
One of the
Write
guys
yourself
who
a
got
little prayer.
arrested a long time ago.
Yes.
And he was strung out on something, and he said that he was at Diddy's, and Cassie had did this a long time ago. He said that, and he was in that picture too.
Wait, he said, what did he say? He was at
saying
Diddy's
that-
house?
He was saying that he just left Cassie and Diddy. It was on the TV.
It was on the
TV. So on that
On the
TV.
television.
I'm telling you.
See, y'all better start believing in stuff because they be saying these things
So
that be
he was with
happening.
Diddy and Cassie at
He
that
was-
time?
And this was an interrogation, and it had nothing to do with them.
Nothing.
He just didn't want to go to jail. He was like, "I'll give you whatever you want." I just left Diddy and Cassie. Yes.
so
And
random,
was
but he did bring it
they
up.
do this
Find
stuff
it
to me.
now.
What about
I want to know. I want to know what
the
this
Whack
is.
100 and the Whack 100 video where he was like decoding Diddy's
Harvey?
talking to his son
Oh.
on the phone, talking about Jay-Z, Allen's man's, saying, "Yo, make sure you get the pizza boxes.
Pizza is
Don't
something about
forget."
kids.
He said, "What's Jay doing?" He's like, "Oh, he ain't say nothing yet." He said, "What this nigga think is going on?" Like,
There we go.
Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot of business. Because what they would do is Sean talks a lot on the phone and on the TV with speakers and stuff, and I was like a sex slave. Okay, for them that's what I was. That's all. All right. I caught herpes, and I came back and I sued him for the herpes and won. But they did. Mark Erebos and Ben Mercedes were his attorneys, okay? And Christopher Leon's here was my attorney. They asked me to turn in that, which was the video recording, and I did so. They gave it back to me accidentally, and it's possible, I threw everything out, it's possible I can produce a copy.
Gotcha.
It's possible, I'm not sure. Now, how does this lead towards Donald Trump?
Okay.
The Mercedes family.
it was AI.
And he had an accent.
You think it was
That's what Allen would tell me.
Yeah.
It's hard to really differentiate what's AI and what's not because they're making them very good now. That's why I'm just like, you know what, this
That
is
shit
getting a
was
little
way
bit
too grainy.
hard. Right, to be AI, right?
Yeah.
They haven't figured out how to
That
go
was
backwards.
that was a video tape.
They have, all right.
They
You'd
probably
be surprised.
Right. See, that's
It's the real video, but the fake audio.
Real video.
The lip smash.
that's